Hey there, fellow travelers. Today we're going to be talking about taking your furry friend on a flight. So if that's on your mind, I've got you covered. Buckle up because we're diving into the chaotic, often hilarious world of flying with your dog. And no, I'm not getting into snakes or other emotional support animals, but trust me, this is going to be almost as fun as finding out that your flight's delayed for the third time. Let's get right into it. First things first, is your dog even eligible to fly? If your dog is a Chihuahua, congrats, they are cabin bound. If they're more of a St. Bernard, well, welcome to the cargo hold because that's basically the airplane's basement. But before you get too excited, let's talk about size and breed restrictions, which is a big thing when flying with dogs. Airlines can be about as picky as a toddler with vegetables when it comes to flying with dogs. First, call your vet and your airline. Your vet will make sure that your dog is healthy enough to travel. The airline will let you know if your dog's breed is welcome. Spoiler alert, some airlines hate snub-nosed breeds like pugs. High altitudes can turn them into little snore monsters, and people don't like that. I was on a flight last week where a cat was meowing the whole time. It was very annoying. Oh, the joy of fees and paperwork. Let's get into that, because flying with a dog isn't already expensive enough. Expect a pet fee ranging from $95 to $125 each way. And guess what? Your dog's carrier counts as your carry-on, so kiss your duty-free shopping goodbye. Different airlines, different rules, so always check the fine print. You'll be filling out paperwork, which feels like you're applying for a mortgage. Yes, it is pretty tedious. Just remember, it's all worth to avoid the dreaded surprise, no pets are allowed when you travel all the way to the gate and get there and they don't take your dog. Small dogs get to enjoy the luxury of flying in the cabin right at your feet. They get a front row seat to watch you awkwardly contort and avoid squishing them. Yeah, it's just what it is. Just make sure that the carrier fits under the seat. If it doesn't, you're not going to be able to do it. Airlines have strict size limits. You can't just shove your Great Dane in a tote bag and call it a day. No. Now, big dogs, on the other hand, get the cargo hold experience. Think of it as the dog's version of flying coach, but in the luggage department. The Humane Society generally says, avoid it like the plague, but sometimes it's the only option. I totally get it. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're going somewhere far, you just can't be away from your dog that long. It happens. Let's talk money. It's not just about the pet fee. You might end up paying for a check bag because Fido is now your carry-on. Plus the cost of a good pet carrier, a pre-flight vet visit, and maybe even a microchip if your dog likes to play hide and seek. It's like your dog is the new gold standard. Speaking of gold, ever notice how the price of pet travel keeps climbing? Kind of like the price of gold whenever there's a stock market panic. So it's almost like your dog is actually an investment. Let's talk about safety. Safety first. Your dog's health is a priority. Get a health certificate from your vet. Airlines will not accept pets without it. Also, make sure the crate is big enough for your dog to stand up and turn around. Decorate it with all the comfort your dog would need, like a bed, water, and even food dishes. Label it with live animal in your contact info so no one mistakes it for a package from Amazon. And no, it's not cool to sedate your dog. It's like telling someone to take a nap while being shaken in a box. Not cool. Don't do it. Now, are you flying internationally with your dog? Get ready for the paperwork Olympics. You'll need an international health certificate and probably proof of rabies vaccinations. Some airlines don't allow pets on international flights at all, so please check up with your airline before you book that international flight to Madrid or Barcelona or anywhere else in the world that you're going. For those of you with emotional support animals, sorry to burst your bubble, but as of 2021, they do not get special treatment anymore. That means no free rides. You're paying the fee like everybody else. Yes, life is tough post-COVID. Now, when booking, aim for a nonstop flight. Layovers with a pet can turn into a circus act. If you have and must take a layover, make sure it's long enough to take care of your dog's needs. Let them go outside, make sure there's pet rest areas. Avoid flying during holidays. Airports are like a scene from Mad Max. Don't do it if you don't have to. Now, another tip. On travel day, arrive early. Check in at the ticket counter with your dog. For in-cabin pets, they're going to go through security right there with you. You've probably seen it at the airport many times. The kennel on the conveyor belt, you and your dog will pass through the metal detector. It's a hassle, but yes. But hey, it beats finding out your flight's there, so there you have it. Flying with your dog isn't just about buying a ticket, it's an adventure with itself. With some planning, a bit of humor, and maybe a stiff drink, you and your furry friend can travel the skies together. Safe travels, and may your dog be the best behaved passenger on board, because I've flown with a lot of bratty kids and it sucks. Because let's be real, they're probably going to be better than most humans. It's just the way it is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more travel tips and hilarious stories about flying, animals, dogs, snakes, birds, rabbits, whatever. I got you covered.